course she is. All right. Hello.
Hello.
No, I haven't because we're not allowed.
I can turn a blind eye.
All right, but if I get in trouble, it's on you.
Of course. But you won't, don't worry. Come on. The view's gonna be gorgeous. It's sunset, the view's gonna be gorgeous. Do you have a means of teleportation?
No.
A means of flight then?
Nope.
Alright. Borrow this. Point it at where you wish to teleport to. I will...
Why don't you go
and then
why don't you
press
go,
the right button on it.
Why don't you go stand where I should teleport to?
That's my intention. I just need to... Where's my... Oh, here's my toe.
All right. I do not see how this works. Oh.
Oh? Hello.
I was a bit confused for a minute. Here you are.
Alright. Hold on. I'm looking if you want to sit here or somewhere a little more stable. I think that way is good for us to go. Keep it. Just follow me. There we go.
Oh, that is
Okay, now you can give it to me.
quite disorienting.
A little bit. But very convenient.
Indeed.
There we go. Look at that. Isn't it the perfect view?
It is quite beautiful.
Perhaps not like that.
No, I think this is the most perfect placement. Here, why
do you
don't...
have any better pillows? Oh, that works.
There you go. Oh, I'm glad I ran into you. I didn't get a chance to inform the headmaster, but if you see him before, can you tell him that I will be staying at the dorms?
Perhaps you should leave a letter. I'll be catching a train soon.
Ah, I see. All right. Where should I leave it?
I believe by his desk should work.
All right.
Or, well, actually no, the teacher's mailbox, obviously.
I don't think he would have
I'm
liked
still
me
getting
going
used
into
to
his
it.
office without him in there.
Yes. That's my own habit. That's my problem.
I could very well write that Della was supervising me as I placed this note down.
Yes, but also he has a mailbox, so...
Very well, I shall. It's been a minute since I last saw you. How are you doing?
In all honesty, Levy, I'm worse than I've been in years.
Oh dear. Do tell. What's wrong?
I think a mix of everything and nothing. By that I mean, well, everything that's going on with, obviously, family, both those gone, but also my brother. A few situations that have happened at school.
I see.
I think things at the school have both been too much and too little at once. Too much in the grand scheme of things, but too little on a typical day. Just paperwork and sorting out issues that then turn out to be misunderstandings.
Right. I completely understand. Maybe not the paperwork part, but... Well, actually, no, I can't understand paperwork. I run my own estate.
I was about to say, I'd hope you'd understand it.
It's been a while since I've had to do said paperwork.
Lovey, have you been doing tax evasion?
Oh, goodness, no. Clamsworth handles all that for me.
Of course, of course.
No. I would never commit such a thing.
Never ever?
Maybe.
Maybe. Why? A rebellious streak? Oh, aren't we on one? Oh my gosh, I lost my word flow. I was meant to be cheeky, instead it got awkward. Oh goodness me.
It is alright.
So, if I'm to be frank, Levy, I'm having a perpetual breakdown. With very little to distract me from it.
Hooter is saying...
Less so than usual.
Hooter is telling me to tell you that he wishes for you to... Or he hopes for you to have a better day soon.
I'm glad to hear that. Thank you, Hooter.
Yes, he, demands I feed him rabbit soon. Being able to understand him now has been something.
I'm sure that if he were invited to the feast that the sea monsters put on in my class, he'd quite enjoy it.
Oh, yes, he would have. He's just a bit grumpy, though, because he got accidentally hit with a harming potion in the med bay.
Oh.
It was an accident, but still.
Ending to vampires, I assume.
Well, I left him there to chat with Hermes, I suppose, while they were doing what they were doing. I guess an accidental slip-up of a harming potion, and he got hit by it.
Let's see.
He's alright, though, just a bit frazzled, and grumpy and annoyed.
And offended, and outraged.
And he won't stop screeching in my ear. Along with Hermes. That snake has taught him more obscene words.
Snakes, you know how they are.
Yes. I don't know how I feel about A being able to understand snakes, and now I understand my owl.
Perhaps your owl's learning to communicate with you. How sweet of it.
Oh, no. Apparently, according to Leonidas, he is my familiar.
Oh, really?
I suppose a bond just grew enough to where he is now attached to me, so I believe if I fall from off this building, I won't get harmed.
Really?
I think. I haven't tested the height limit. I don't know if I should.
I mean, experimentation, right?
Well, let's finish our discussion before we get to that.
You wish to discuss something with me?
Yes. Della, have you been I imagine after what you've just told me, you've obviously had a very stressful couple of weeks and maybe the past month?
Well, in no two words, yes.
Alright. Crown Duchess Morel has informed me of a very certain document recently that went around school.
There were two. Which one?
The one that she had with High Chancellor Cassian regarding everything. And
yes,
when I perused it, I quite frankly found it absolutely terrible. But
indeed.
You say indeed. She informed me that you approved of it.
Excuse me?
She said that you agreed with it. So, I wish to ask you...
And where did she get this information?
From you, apparently. Which I found really strange, because knowing you, I imagine you'd look at it and say that was awful.
Allow me to clarify myself. It is absolutely good for us that the actual court of Sindraloon is willing to fully put their support behind us. That is utterly true. However, that is where the positives end, because that document is an absolute mess. It had been shown to me before it was published, and what I said about it was that, well, I gave it a proper critique. And nothing was changed about it. And then it was shoved into every person's mailbox. And then they pretended that it was... that wasn't intentional. And that it was meant to be for the people of their court, which was what they were going with initially. And then another one of them admitted that it was meant to be sent out to mailboxes, but they just scattered it around the school. And then they pretended that an unofficial third party was the ones to actually do it.
So, let me...
In short, I'm very upset with them.
Okay, I'm good to know, because I was going to question you about this, because that seems very out of character of you. I'm glad to know that there has been a misunderstanding.
I'm one to simply see the positives in a situation. The positive here is that Morel has an affirmed ally that cannot back out.
Mm-hmm.
I think any fool can see that much. That's good. That's a good thing. The flaw is that her ally is being a blubbering lunatic.
Oh. It does sound like that. Are we sure this alliance is a good idea?
The alliance is... They are the most promising court and most likely to get the crown by points. An alliance is objectively beneficial, however, Morel needs to be very wary of them. They are absolutely trying to utilize her as a pawn. An alliance with them is beneficial, but she needs to be aware that in their eyes she is a pawn.
I admit, when she told me about this whole situation, I did express my concerns as such. So...
We shouldn't be making enemies, and we shouldn't be dropping allies who are willing to basically... Well, you shouldn't... One would be foolish to drop allies who are fully willing to put their all behind you.
Yes, I understand.
But also, one would be further foolish to believe that they don't have their own motives.
Why, of
especially
course.
with how they're acting. This is the third time Cassian's pulled this.
It does not sound like he has done a lot of great things recently. Though, which is a shame, because I'm going to be honest with you, Della. I had tea club today, and Cassian joined, along with Candaris, and they are quite amicable fellows, and so I tend to forget that he wrote that document in the first place with the Crown Duchess Morel. I guess...
I believe they are trying to establish themselves as her only ally. They're going all in because they don't want the sea monsters to have any other allies but themselves, and the way to mitigate this is for Morel to, well, establish other alliances.
Right.
They're great allies to have, but it's foolish to only have one.
Of course.
That's where I stand on the matter.
My main reason for asking you is just to ask what on earth was going on with the book thing, because I know you would never approve of something like that. So...
No. What I told Morel was I told her that there's positives, and ultimately the book was a net positive.
Did you just
the reason I say that.
Repeat yourself one more time? Did you say net positive?
Yes.
I can understand where Morel's confusion came from now.
Yes.
I don't believe she understood that you were trying to tell her that it was I'm sorry for interrupting you. I don't believe she understood that you were trying to tell her it was negative. Sorry, continue.
I'm going to have a talk with her when I return. I've warned her already about the fact that Cassian is attempting to manipulate her, and very clearly so. The book was a good thing, but it was a good thing in the sense that Sindrulun can no longer back out of an alliance with her. It's a good thing if she knows how to play her cards, and it's a good thing as long as she's aware that they're attempting to manipulate her. It's as if somebody gave you 1,000,000 emeralds to do something, and they paid you in advance to do something you didn't want to do. It's a good thing, as long as you don't do the thing you didn't want to do.
Of course. It sounds a lot of trouble and complications, but... I wish I knew about this sooner. Or I wish I knew that she was planning on doing this document. Because my first thought would have been, well, the original document sounded fine. The concept, at least, getting sent out to the people of Court Sindrulun.
Yes.
But the fact that it was not sent out to Court Sindrulun, and the fact that it was written in a way that it addressed the other courts, makes no sense. Why would you claim it was meant to be sent to your territory in Sindrulun when you clearly address other courts? Would you just hope that a random member of Court Bloodwind in Solmera would be in Court Sindrulun and would see that? It makes no sense.
Indeed. Where it would stand, this book would make sense, is to display this declaration to the other courts at an official meeting, which a meeting should have happened regardless.
Another thing that bothers me is that it should not have been put out into the school either, because even if it is addressed to the heirs, what can they do? They do not run their court yet. It is not up to them.
And that is where a meeting could have mitigated any issues.
Indeed.
But alas. No, they're being absolutely ridiculous. Cassian has a pattern. He walks an inch alongside Morel, then runs a mile on his own. He's done this 3 times now. And I believe that Morel needs to understand that his game is manipulating her. It's... Also, there's high suspicion that he's doing a lot of suspicious things right now. He's collecting tag locks.
I beg your pardon?
He's been collecting tag locks. However, what I lack is clear evidence. However, I know this to be a fact. I know this because of my own sensation and the fact that I'm not the only one. However, all that there is witnesses and my own experience. I'm attempting to gather evidence before anything is done.
Well, I will now be sure to watch my back around Cassian. Oh, I'm concerned now. He did appear at Tea Club today, and I had my back turned to him at random points. Oh dear.
I would be very careful around him.
Very well. I will make sure to always face him forward. Or at least try not to look weird doing
what?
it. Hmm?
Speak of the devil and his brother will appear.
Pardon? Where?
Oh, no, I got a missive from Candaris just as I was speaking.
Oh.
Permit that I respond.
Pardon?
I need to respond to the missive.
Go right ahead. I'm not one to stop you.
Okay. Alright, there we go. No, they've been a headache and a half.
Sounds like it.
Though, in all honesty, I can barely bring myself to care presently.
Well,
That seemed small.
I don't know how busy you will be during the break, but I hope you will get a chance to rest.
Levy,
Hmm?
do you believe that it is worth chasing a love you'll never get back?
Chasing... My, that is a complicated question for me specifically.
In the context of family, in this case, I suppose.
Chasing a love you'll never get back is... Have I ever told you how Leviathans choose a partner?
Yes, you mentioned it before, at least somewhat.
Mm.
Though I would never mind any further explanation.
If a Leviathan is courted and falls for someone, my parents always explained it as a feeling of simply, you'll just know, though I chalked that up to simply fairy tale love, if that makes sense. But apparently it is a thing for us to develop a strong connection with the person that has wormed their way into our heart. It can't just be we see them and instantly we like them, no. Any relationship, it takes time and effort, of course. But if the party opens up their heart to us, and we do the same, then a connection is made. The problem there is that my kind is extremely loyal to the point that if the other party, that is not Leviathan that is, specifically, does no longer reciprocate our feelings and wants to move on, they can. However, we cannot. We are stuck just watching them fall in love with someone else from afar, unable to get involved in their life anymore. But we can no longer seek out another partner because we have given our heart to someone else already. If we try, it can lead to... well, need I explain further?
Well, I mean, I meant something else, but honestly, that's a somewhat sweet thought, actually. It would be nice to have someone who could fall for me in such a way. It would be nice to fall for someone in that way.
It sounds nice on paper, but for us, once we do, we're stuck. While others would have a normal opportunity of being able to move on, we wouldn't be able to.
Endlessly moving is overrated, I'll tell you that. Even moving forever becomes the same. Though I was meaning more, like I said, familial love.
Familial love.
I don't think I currently love anyone in a romantic way.
Familial one is also hard for me to wrap my head around because it has been so long since I remembered that feeling.
I think that's what makes you a good person to ask. Would you chase it?
Familial love?
Yeah. Even if you knew that there's a high chance that it probably will, that you'll never have it again in the way that you once did. Would an echo of it be worth it to sacrifice everything else for?
Well, I won't lie, if I were able to embrace my mother and father again and feel their familial love once again, I very much would. But an echo, you say?
An echo.
Nobody could ever replace my family. No one could ever become my mother or father again. However, I am finding that these new connections I've made this past year with people, regardless of how big or small, does give me the echo of family again. I guess for example, I have grown quite close to Hooter here, and while he is an owl and nowhere near similar to me, I just feel a little bit of a kingship to him. He is my family now. And families look out for each other. So, in a sense, even if it is an echo of what I once had, it is something new that I am enjoying exploring.
I had the chance to be around PAX a lot, and it makes me happy. It does. It's probably the most happiness I've felt in a while, but I can't blame him, but the way he looks at me still... At times I know that he would rather be anywhere but in my presence. And I think it's starting to really stink.
I see.
And almost as such, almost on command, everything else has lost its color. And this isn't a revelation. I know mine is a story where someone dies at the end. But for better or for worse, I go by the belief that no matter what, the show goes on. I don't reflect upon the mistakes that took me here, because that's how you lose the script entirely. But recently, I have in fact been thinking, and I'm left wondering, was this the part I wanted to play when all this started? Did I just make it mine? Am I holding the wrong script? Did I ruin it? What do you even do when a performance has lost its plot so dreadfully with no chance to return? Do you return to the part you played before? Everything falls apart now when you switch back to what you are meant to be. Or perhaps you just imagined that was your role. Maybe it was never meant to be.
You talk of life as a stage, people as characters, and words you say on a script. But life is not a play. Plays are made after life, yes. Stories are written after us, and plays are made because of those stories. However, they come from something real. It has to be real first, before it could ever turn into a play.
And yet the show goes on.
But life also goes on. And a show may go on, but just like life and a show, they both come to an end at some point. It's just that the difference between the two, when a show comes to the end, if you didn't like it, you simply could rewrite the play, redo it all. You can't do the same with life.
Well, to step away from the metaphor then. Do you think that I could be who I once was?
I think that who you were, who you are, and who you could or will be in the future, they are a part of your past, present, and future, Della. And I can understand about wanting to be something from the past, but life threw something at you to change you. But that doesn't mean the past you is just erased. It is a part of you, and though you may never be the same as you once were from the past, it doesn't mean it's gone. And back to a metaphor, if you no longer have a script, then that's when you begin improv. And improv is a matter of figuring out who or what you want to be next. And most people take inspiration from what they once knew to build upon. It might be different, but there are some layers of sameness. I don't believe you can be who you once were completely, but that doesn't mean it's not gone from you. Simply put, I guess you just need to find new ways to go about things. It might not be the same, but it's a whole new journey you'll have to explore and figure out. You only know yourself. And for the record, I never met the past you, I only know the current you, and I like the current you.
True. I suppose that is the case. I know this must sound like utter nonsense.
You're talking to an supposedly extinct creature. I don't think you can get any more crazier than that.
There'll be no encore. You're right about that. Past happened. That's right, Huta. It did happen. There'll be no replay. No amending that and erasing it. No, there won't. No, there won't. The question still remains what to do now. Like I said, what do you do when the performance has lost its plot and so dreadfully that it can't even return?
Well, if that were the case, I would simply try and see if I can make a new plot right off the bat. And if I can't, then I simply exit the stage and go chill behind the curtain. After all, every actor needs to take a break now and then before their next performance.
I'll think about it.
Indeed. And I hope when we come back from this break and the Thorne trials aren't going to be too time-consuming, that we can finally go on that picnic.
It's a promise.
Indeed.
Someone wants to turn in an essay.
Would you like a hug?
Oh, what? Yeah, sure.
You have to put away the umbrella. You have to put away the umbrella, Della.
Oh. I did. The
we
world.
There we go. Oh, I'm sorry you have to deal with paperwork.
The true tragedy of it all.
Yes, I understand. All the annoying documents and complaints from nobles and taxes are due, and then you have to go through. Oh, I'm so sorry. For you, it's homework. I apologize. You'll be okay.
I'll see you after the break. I look forward to it.
Indeed. Now let's test to see if I can get down without breaking my legs.
Let's see it!
Let's start from up here, I suppose. Hooter, I hope your ability doesn't fail me here. Oh, it didn't. I am perfectly fine.
Did it work?
Mm-hmm.
Woo!
I just don't know how high the limit is, but I am perfectly fine.
Oh, that sounds... Hooter, you are incredible.
He says thank you.
Alright, let's go pick up that homework.
I want to see who needs to turn in their homework late. I'm rather curious.
Homework, extra credit.
Oh, extra credit. I was very confused.
I believe they were in the main hall. From there. I do have some business. I
will be retiring.
Before I
Oh, I need to go write a note and give it to the headmaster in his mailbox about me staying on the dorms.
Alright. Good night, Levy. I'll see you next week.
Of course. Good luck with everything, Della. Right, I need to do this first. I can just use the notebook. My goodness, the tide really does not like me today. Where is the teacher mailbox? Well, alright. All right. All right, that is done. Now I can finally go to sleep. I'm so tired. Come along, Hooter. You know, I just remembered. Is Hermes still in the med bay? It would seem so. Hooter, can I ask a favor of you? I don't know when Leonidas will be back to pick up Hermes, but could you stay here and keep him company for me? I promise that it won't be too long, and that even if I'm not allowed to go on school grounds, I can always send a missive to the headmaster or one of the professors to come and grab you for me if I need to. And you better not teach him any more bad words. I just don't want to leave you alone here, Hermes, by yourself. Come here, Hooter. Thank you. Oh. Hold on, can you sit down for me, please? Hooter. Thank you. Alright. Keep Hermes company and don't hurt him. I love you, my sweet bird. Good night. first time I've shown him affection genuinely. Normally I would say, I love you, my obnoxious bird. But I thought I'd be nicer today. I should hurry back to the dorms and go to sleep. I suppose it will be quiet for the next week. Strange. It almost makes me saddened to be gone for a while. I know I'll see everyone again soon, but still. Well, I should also wake Moira up at some point and tell her everything. Good night, Everthorne.